Welcome to Orthodox World This Week, Orthodox News in Digital Space. I'm your host, Abel Matthew Alex. Let's see what happened in the Orthodox world last week. The regime is in full control of the Eritrean Orthodox Church. The Afwerki regime is in full control of the Eritrean Orthodox Church, according to a new interview report published by Crooks Now, an independent Catholic news agency. Public Affairs Officer Elias Helisi at a Christian Solidarity Worldwide is in an interview with Crusec Now spoke about the human rights abuses committed by the current Eritrean regime inside the country as well as in the Tigray region of Ethiopia. According to Elias, the government has captured the Orthodox Church, made it under its full control, including its finances, sells its assets, appoints and imposes leaders, imprisoning priests and faithful who object. Patriarch Abuna Antonius of Eritrea, who passed away at the age of 92 in February 2022, was one of the most famous Eritrean prisoners. Abuna was the third legitimate primate of the Eritrean Church who remained under house arrest since 2007. He was a true Christian martyr and a sad victim of the state dictatorship. The late prelate, who was canonically elected to lead the Eritrean Church, was unjustly removed from his throne by the ruthless government of the dictator Isasi Afwerki, the current president of Eritrea. Abuna Antonius denied governmental interferences in the church affairs that resulted in his illegal arrest and removal. The patriarch suffered under house arrest for a long 15 years from 2007 to 2022. The new head of the church, Abuna Kyrillos, was consecrated as the fifth patriarch of Eritrean Church. However, he is not yet officially recognized by the rest of the Oriental Orthodox Communion. In a letter addressed to the Pope Theodore II of Alexandria on April 2022, Abuna Kyrillos expresses desire to develop relationship with the Coptic Church in all areas, including spiritual, pastoral, and monastic domains. Azerbaijan plans to replace Armenian clergy of that week monastery with Russian priest, Bishop Bertas Abrahamian. Bishop Bertas Abrahamian, the head of the Artsakh Diocese of the Armenian Orthodox Church, stated that Azerbaijani authorities are planning to replace Armenian Orthodox clergy of the Datvik monastery with Russian Orthodox priests. The bishop believes that apart from the replacing Armenian clergy, they will eventually ask the Russian peacekeeping forces to leave the area. However, he believes that the Russian Orthodox Church would not heed to such a decision by Azerbaijani authorities. Datvik is an ancient Armenian monastery in Kalbeja district of Azerbaijan. The monastery was earlier part of the Republic of Artsakh. However, as a result of the 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war, the monastery came under the control of Azerbaijan. Ecumenical Patriarch presents Synodal Act for the restoration of ecclesiastical communion to the Archbishop Stefan of Ohrid. On 12th of June 2022, Bartholomew I of Constantinople presented the Synodal Act for the restoration of communion and canonical unity to the Archbishop Stefan, the primate of Macedonian Orthodox Church, Ohrid Archbishopric. The event took place at the end of the patriarchal liturgy celebrated with Archbishop Stefan of Ohrid. On 9th May 2022, the Church of Constantinople had established full communion with the Macedonian Church, followed by the decision for the Church of Constantinople on June 5, 2022, after the liturgy saved the Cathedral of Holy Archangel Michael in the Belgrade. Patriarch Porphyrion of Serbia presented Thomas of autocephaly to Archbishop Stefan. The Holy Synod of the Bishops of Serbian Orthodox Church had unanimously recognized the autocephaly of the Macedonian Orthodox Church, Archbishopric of Ohrid in May 2022. The Macedonian Orthodox Church is the largest Christian church in northern Macedonia, formerly with the Serbian Orthodox Patriarchate. By June 2022, the issuance of the Tomos and Synodal Act, the Macedonian Orthodox Church, Ohrid Archbishopric, have become an autocephalous Orthodox Church with the Eastern Orthodox Communion. UK government sanctions Patriarch Kirill of Russia. Irrespective of the decision by the European Union of not to sanction Patriarch Kirill, the United Kingdom has moved forward with their decision to sanction the head of Russian Orthodox Church. According to the press release by the UK government, Patriarch Kirill, the head of the Russian Orthodox Church, sanctioned for his support and endorsement of the Putin's war. The act of the UK government was slammed by Via Leonard, the chairman of Synodal Department of Relations of the Church with Society and the Media and the acting head of press service of the Patriarch of Moscow and all Russia. He stated that to begin with the attempts to intimidate the primate of Russian Church with something or force him to renounce his views are senseless, absurd and unpromising. The family of the Patriarch went through years of godless persecution. He himself grew up and formed under conditions of colossal pressure on the faith which he always resisted with honor. Armenian Catholic and Evangelical Lutheran churches faces difficulties in Georgia over registration of properties. According to 2021 report on the international religious freedom published by the US Department of State emphasizes the fact that the Armenian Catholic and Evangelical Lutheran churches in Georgia difficulties in obtaining governmental recognition of their ownership of religious properties. Certain Muslim groups have also complained regarding the transparency in decisions of mosque constructions as well with the registration issues of properties. The report also states that the special privileges provided to the Georgian Orthodox Church by the government authorities. There are also mentioned regarding the situation of Orthodox Church in Abkhazia and South Ossetia. With a membership of nearly 83.4% of total population in Georgia, the Georgian Orthodox Church dominates the socio-political and religious sphere in the former Soviet nation. You can get the detailed report in our website. Mohammed Abbas and Archbishop Chrysostom II discussed the restrictions imposed on Christians in Jerusalem. Palestine President Mohammed Abbas and Archbishop Chrysostom II of the Cyprus Orthodox Church discussed the recent restrictions imposed on Christians in the Holy Land on 15th of June 2022. During the discussion, Abbas mentioned about the restrictions imposed by the Israeli police on Christians from attending Holy Fire ceremony at the Church of Holy Sculpture in April 2022. He also pointed out the encroachment by the radical Jewish settler into the property of the Greek Orthodox Church in Mount Zion, Jerusalem. It was earlier agreed with the Archbishop to allocate a plot of land for the construction of the premises for the Palestinian embassy in Cyprus. Reverend Dr. Jerry Pillay beats Dr. Elizabeth Joy to become the new World Council of Churches General Secretary. Reverend Dr. Jerry Pillay of the Uniting Presbyterian Church in Southern Africa has beaten Dr. Elizabeth Joy to become the new WCC General Secretary. Dr. Jerry Pillay is the 8th General Secretary of WCC since its founding in 1948. He serves as the Dean of the Faculty of Theology and Religion at University of Petrosia. Dr. Jerry has earlier served as the president of the World Communion of Reformed Churches for 7 years. He will succeed the outgoing and acting General Secretary, Reverend Professor Luan Suak of Romanian Orthodox Church, and will take charge of the office on 1st of January 2023. That's all for the week. Thank you for watching Orthodoxy Cognate page. Hope to see you in the next week.